What's up, yogis? You're in the machine. Progressive yoga flow. This is 3 rounds of the same 6 poses that gets a little bit more difficult each time through. It's a great way to slowly work yourself up to a challenge, and it's perfect for all levels. If you're a beginner or you're sore or whatever, stick with round 1. If you want a little more of a challenge, move on. If you're a real hot dog, do all 3. We'll warm up with some sun salutations and finish with some seated stretches. Let's go. All right, let's make this happen. We're going to be moving all over the place to the side and the front and the back, so make sure you have plenty of room. This is easy to remember. It's going to go front, side, back, front. That's it. Let's warm up with some sun sals, only 3, and then we're going to do 3 versions of the flow. 3 is kind of a magic number. Top of the mat, neutral pelvis, mountain pose, shoulders up, back, and down, chin off the chest. 1 really big inhale. Through the nose, as much air as you can get, little sip at the top, and then a big exhale, let it all out through the mouth. Let your body relax. Let's start with a forward fold, hinging at the hips, probably gonna be tight if you haven't done much today. No problem, so am I. Feet are together, head hangs heavy, hands can go wherever you want. Let's inhale up halfway. Forward fold again, maybe reach a teeny bit lower this time. Inhale as you rise all the way up. Reach up, salute, palms face. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Reach down. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's bend our knees, plant the palms, step back right, step back left. This puts us in a plank. Shift forward a little bit. Chaturanga Dandasana, down halfway. Flip the toes over, up dog. It might not feel or look good right now, but it'll feel good and look good later. Let's lift the hips, plant the feet, downward dog. Move it out a little bit. Maybe the heels go flat, maybe they don't. Nobody cares. Let's inhale the right leg up, shift and step it through. Step the left foot up to meet. Halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Salute. Exhale, hands through center. Back to mountain pose. A couple more of those. Feel out your body, take a little inventory, see what you need, what you don't. Do what you do, don't do what you don't do. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Try to hinge at the hips. Round the back at the last minute. Inhale, half lift. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Let's step back left, met by the right. Find a good plank, engage the core. Shift a little. Chaturanga. Turn the feet and up dog. Try to keep the shoulders off the ears. Toes pointed straight back behind the lower leg. And down dog. Remember to breathe. Settle in a little bit. Move the heels. Shift the hips if it helps. Let's find stillness for just a second and inhale the left leg up. Shift and step it through. Met by the right. Half lift again with a flat back. Forward fold. And inhale, rise, salute. Exhale, hands through heart center. Find mountain pose 1 more time. And when you're ready, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe a little bit more open this time. Inhale, half lift with a flat back. Exhale, plant your palms and then go back how you go back. I'm just going to do a little easy hop and land at the bottom. Inhale, up dog. Hold it for a minute if you want. Nice back bend, looking up. Exhale, down dog. And we're going to start the flow from here. Couple of breaths, hang out in down dog as long as you want. It's a resting pose, but that doesn't mean it's not an active pose. There's a lot going on. When you're ready, if you're ready, inhale the right leg up, Stepping it through, set that foot down, drop the back knee, plant the palms on the top of the thigh toward the knee, and let's come up into an easy low lunge. Top of the foot down, and let's move in it just a little bit. Drop down and pull back using that rear hip flexor. Drop down and pull back with the rear hip flexor. Drop down, pull back. Don't just bounce out of it. We actually want to make the muscle do some work and extension. Pull back. One more time, drop down, pull back. Let's come all the way up, straighten the front leg. If you have to turn the back foot in a little bit for balance, that's cool. Let's pull that right hip and lean forward just a little bit, hamstring stretch. Try not to let that foot go forward, that hip go forward. Pull it back like you're squaring your hips up to the front of your space again. And remember to breathe. Hold it for just a second. Toes point up, peel back toward you. Step 3, let's plant our hands and push this foot out to the side like a little side kick. And here we can introduce some more motion. It should be an adductor stretch inside of the thigh. A little bit of clockwise motion if you like. Remember to breathe. We're going to take the left hand, plant it out and up a little bit to the left, shift the weight into the left side, lift the right foot and reach back and grab. We're trying to open here. So whatever position you need in your knee and your palm to have balance, and open up as you kick a little bit. This might be kind of wobbly. If so, make adjustments in your stance, move the back foot, whatever works, but try to open up the body and breathe. Kind of like a little low half moon, but we're going to pick up the pace later. Let's step that right foot up, bring the left hand out, a little push for a crooked monkey. Really simple. We're not warm yet, so we're not doing much with it. Kind of reminding the hip that we're about to stretch it more. So let's put the feet down and then heel toe the right foot over to the left hand and set that knee down. If it doesn't go all the way down, no problem. Support yourself with your hands. If it does, set it down, but stay high. Notice how I haven't pulled back yet like a regular pigeon. Nice and easy. Maybe some more clockwise movement if you like that. Remember to breathe. Just warming up. Little bit of core work here. I false advertised you. I didn't mention that earlier, but we're going to do it while we can. Curl the toes, lift up, connect that knee to that elbow and pull it off the ground and press. Rounding the back, engage that core, squeeze those transverse abs, and step it all the way back. Find your down dog. You may have to adjust your depth. No big deal. Settle in and remember to breathe. When you're ready, let's inhale the left leg up and step it through. Drop the right knee. Plant those palms on the top of the thigh. Back foot down. And let's just move a little bit. Drop it in, pull it back. Don't just bounce. Drop it in, pull it back. A couple of circles if you like. It's your warm up. Try to keep the hips square. Remember to breathe. One more little pull and let's come upright, straighten the front foot. If you have to adjust the back leg for balance, go for it. Peel the toes and lean over just a little bit. Should feel it in that hamstring. Keep drawing the left hip back, squaring yourself to the front of your mat or your space, wherever you're doing yoga. Remember to breathe. That's step 2. Let's plant the hands. Do a little side kick. Third posture here stretches the adductor, the inside of the thigh. So we're just kind of warming it up. You can get a little lower if you want. Make a few counterclockwise circles if you're digging it. Remember, it's your yoga. All you have to do is breathe. And press like and subscribe, of course. From here, we're going to work that balanced, modified low half moon on the right side. So let's take the right hand up a little bit, shift to the right, Bring the left foot up. Maybe you just lift it. If you can reach it, cool. Try to open up to the left. Remember to breathe. And let's set it down, up to the left corner. Crooked monkey. Make the adjustments you need to. Give it a little push. Not too much yet. Just telling that hip we're about to stretch it more. Breathing. And we'll bring the hands back down. Heel toe that foot over to the right wrist. And then set it down. Maybe it goes all the way down, maybe it doesn't. For now though, stay high. Don't drop back yet. We don't want to get into pigeon when we're not warm. There's a lot of stretching going on in a really huge joint. Maybe a few counterclockwise circles if you like it. And maybe that's it for you. Maybe you press rewind and do this 10 more times. If you're ready for it, let's go intermediate. Curl the toes, lift up, press that knee into that left elbow, point the toes, squeeze the core, use those transverse abs and those obliques, and step it back. Find down dog, looking good. Third of the way through. We're gonna pick up the pace just a little bit, and you can always modify any spot that you wanna go back to the basics. If you're ready, let's inhale the right leg up, stepping it through. This time, finding the proper width in our stance so we don't topple over, we're gonna rise up, hands on hips, front leg bent, back leg straight. That's important. It doesn't matter how low you are, but front leg is bent, back leg is straight. Hands are on hips to square them. And then we get upright. Drive the back heel down, lift the back hamstring up, and breathe. Feel the stretch in that rear psoas, that flexor on the left side. Breathing. And now we're gonna straighten the front leg, drop the back heel, turn the foot out just a little bit. You may have to adjust the depth of your stance. That's fine if you do. If not, square again and lean forward just a little bit. Another hamstring stretch. Maybe you get a little bit lower. Maybe you're like halfway down or a third of the way. It doesn't matter, it's a hamstring stretch. Always know the purpose of the posture. Then you can make your own adjustments. Remember to breathe. Let's move into 3. So we're gonna bend and shift back, drag that foot, step it out. Still stretching the inside, the adductor. Maybe a few circles, maybe get a little bit deeper. Hands are still on hips. Remember to breathe. And we may split the difference here to go to this half moon. So let's bring the right foot in, left foot in, lean down, hands down, lift the back leg, and try to turn the toes out, stacking the hips. This might be enough for you. If you want more, let's take the right hand off the mat and try to lift the foot, lift the hand, stack the shoulders, stack the hips. This is a difficult pose. Sometimes the more challenging poses don't look all that cool, and vice versa. Remember to breathe. And let's bend that front leg. Walk the hands forward like a 3-legged dog. Step the foot down out. Stretch the back foot away. Keep the knee, the back knee off the mat and push. It's just another crooked monkey here, but we're getting more stretch of the back hip flexor because we're straightening the leg. If you want to drop it down, go for it. It's up to you. From here, we're going into a little deeper pigeon. Heel toe that foot in. Drop that knee if you can. Start to push back. So we are dropping a little bit to feel more of a stretch in this outer hip and pulling back with the top of the back foot. Remember to breathe. We're not going all the way down yet, unless you want to. Slowly warming up that hip. It's a really big joint, so it takes a while to stretch. And when you're ready, we'll come forward a little bit, curl those toes, press up, hook that knee for 3, 2, 1. Stepping it back, find down dog. Maybe adjust your depth a little if you have to. Down dog should start feeling pretty good by now. Remember to breathe in your down dog. When you look back, you shouldn't really see your heels, so you're not duck-footed out. And let's inhale, lift the left leg. Stepping it through, plant that foot, find the proper width, and rise up. Hands on hips to square them. Shoulders over hips if you can. Back leg straight, front leg bent. Keep driving the back heel down and the back hamstring up. This is the stretch. This is the way. When you're even on both sides, let's straighten the front leg, drop the back heel, spin it down. Maybe adjust your depth, maybe not, it's up to you. Square the hips, leaning forward over the front leg. Hamstring stretch, trying to keep the chest up. I'm not rounding yet. Remember to breathe. And a little bend in the front leg. Slide it back, kick it out. High side lunge. Still stretching inside of the thigh. Remember to breathe. Bend down as low as you want. The lower you go, you'll probably turn the toes out for balance and to save your knee. And let's split this difference again. So I'm going to bring left foot in a little, right foot in a little, reach down, right hand down, up to the right of the mat. Maybe that's it. Just try to open the hips. If you want, take the left hand off. Little half moon. Ideally, you'll have very little or even no weight in the front hand, but trying to stack the shoulders and the hips. Keep using the glute to lift the back heel high. Keep turning to that left side of the mat. Remembering to breathe. Good spot for a block if you use one. Bend your knee. Hands go forward. Step that foot out. Push the back foot back, plant the right, press the left. A little more challenging, crooked monkey here. Remember to breathe. And when we're even, we'll drop the back knee. Both hands down, carefully heel toe, the left foot in, over the right wrist. Drop the knee, using the shin as a lever. And now we'll push back a little bit with the palms and pull back a little bit with the top of the right foot. Should add to the stretch. We're not going all the way down yet, unless you really want to. Settle in, breathe and take your time, relax your face. Sometimes these poses make us scrunch up our face like we're pushing weights or something. No. The point of yoga is to remove discomfort and pain and problems. So don't make it a problem while you're doing it. If it's that bad, man, back out. Come on. Let's shift it forward a little bit. Curl the toes, press up, hook that left knee on the left elbow. Squeezing, a little bit of free core work here, no extra charge. And let's step it back. Finding down dog, all right. 2 out of 3, that's intermediate. We're gonna add to this party after a couple breaths in down dog. Remember, this flow goes front to the side, to the back, and back to the front. Pretty easy to remember. Inhale up, stepping it through, plant that foot, find the proper width, and let's rise up. Crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Arms up, chest up. Adds to the stretch because this muscle goes through the abdomen. Maybe a little back bend if you want. Back leg straight, front leg bent. Breathing. And when you're ready, we'll straighten the front leg, drop the back heel. Make an adjustment to the depth if you need to, and this time fold all the way as low as you can. If you're reaching the mat, reach back and pull to bring your body down over your leg. Huge stretch of the front hamstring, and the hips are still trying to be square. So don't open it just to get lower. The point is to stretch.
not to get low. Pulling, maybe your nose on your knee, maybe your chin on your shin. Let's bring the hands to the front, shift the weight back, kick that foot out, low side lunge or a flying monkey. If your heel's up, cool. If you want the flying monkey, drop the heel, straighten the right leg, turn the toes up and back, and try to have a straight back. Probably not vertical, but straight. At least aim for straight. Maybe counterbalance like me. Remember to breathe. Settling in, balance and flexibility. Let's plant the hands. Lift up a little bit. Shift left, bring the right foot up. Right hand up. Trying to stack, maybe this time you find a grip on that right foot and then kick and stretch. Try to keep turning to the right side of the mat. Lift the leg, lift the hip, lift the shoulder, and let's walk it out. Three-legged dog. Step it up. Crooked monkey. We'll drop the knee again. Press the left, press the right. If you can find it, grab the left leg. Pull it toward you as you twist. Keep driving the right knee out. Adding a little quadricep stretch. Remember to breathe. And now release. Plant the hands. Heel toe the right foot over to the left. Knee down. This is our deepest and most challenging pigeon. So from here, maybe we're all the way down. Forehead on the mat. Hips still level. Back leg straight. Stretching the outside of that front hip. Folding over the front leg. For 3, 2, 1. Hands under us. Press up, shift forward a little bit, curl the back toes, hook that knee for 3, 2, 1. Stepping it back. Settle it in. Third round, most challenging round on the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Stepping it through. Plant that foot. Find your width. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Front leg bent, back leg straight. Arms up and back. Shoulders over hips. Big stretch on the right psoas. Remember to breathe. Be comfortable in uncomfortable spots. That's one of the things yoga teaches us, that we carry past the mat. And let's spin the back heel down. Straighten the front leg. Adjust your depth if you need to. Folding over. Hands to the mat. If they reach, then reach back. Rounding over the front leg. Pyramid pose. Body rests on the thigh, maybe. Knee to nose, maybe. Maybe forehead touches the shin. Remember to breathe. And number 3, hands to the inside, push back, kick that foot out. Low side lunge, or maybe a flying monkey. Point the right knee out, maybe the right heel down, hands out to counterbalance. Try to straighten the spine. And breathe. Let's set the hands down. Rise up, lift the left leg. Right hand to the mat. Left leg up. Left arm up. Try to stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Maybe grab that foot. Full moon. Catch your balance if you have to. Upper right a little bit. Kind of gives you a kickstand. And stack the shoulders. Stack the hips. Kick open to the left for 3, 2, 1. Hands down, walk it forward, three-legged dog. left foot out. Drop the right knee, press right, press left. Look back, twist, maybe pick up that left foot. Little quad stretch, turning. Keep driving the left knee out though. It's still a stretch on the left hip. For 3, 2, 1. Setting it down nice and easy. Walk or heel toe that left foot into the right wrist. Set the knee down using the lower leg, the shin bones as a lever. Pull back with the top of the back foot. Reach forward with the hands. Drop the body. If you're ready, remember to breathe. Try to keep the hips square. Sometimes we roll out to get lower. You don't have to get lower. You just have to stretch and breathe. Remember to breathe. And let's bring the hands under us. Press up, curl the toe. Hook that left knee on the left elbow. Squeeze, use a little core. And stepping it back, finding down dog. We did it. That's all 3. Let's find a yogi squat for a really quick review. However you get there, up to you. Total compression of the knees and the hips. Hands at heart center. Spine is straight, body between the knees, using the elbows to kind of push on the knees. Hold this spot and track with me here. We went forward for this stretch, different heights. We straightened the leg for this stretch. We pushed it out for this stretch. We worked a little balance this way. We stepped it up to hit the hip again. And then we went across to really hit the hip in Pigeon Pose. Great little sequence. You can use it as the warm-up, or you can use it to warm up to more challenging stuff, or even add stuff. I'm sure there's stuff out there even I can't do. Would surprise me, but I'm sure there are such poses. Let's carefully, easily find our way to our buns, however you want. I like to bring my feet in and then just slowly drop that padded butt to the floor. Side of the mat. Let's stack our left ankle up on our right thigh. Maybe they're in close. Maybe the knee stays high, doesn't matter. If you can get the shins together, cool. We're gonna bring our hands to heart center and lean forward as low as we can. If the elbows hit, excellent. We'll reach and settle in. Another hip stretch. Usually the biggest stretch on the top hip, but you should feel it in both. And breathe. Hold this as long as you want, but some of us have to get to lunch. So let's switch it out. Left goes under, right goes over. Doesn't matter if this knee stays up, just lean into it a little bit. If it'll go flat, good for you. Hands heart center, flat back, straight spine, lean forward. Maybe that's enough. If you can touch your elbows, awesome. If you can get lower, good for you. Should be the same sensation as your pigeon pose. We're just doing it in a little more of a tighter ball. And when you're even on both sides, hold it as long as you want. Let's keep the right foot in, left foot out. Bring the foot in front of you, not out to the side. Peel the toes. Lean forward with a flat back. Big inhale. Big exhale. Reach and find something to pull with. It doesn't matter what you get. Maybe just the calf. Maybe you use a strap. Maybe you're way out here with a 10-finger stirrup. Whatever works. Pull forward, body toward the foot, and then round down. Big hamstring stretch on the left. Breathe into it. When you inhale, you pull a little. When you exhale, you relax a little. For 3, 2, 1. Out nice and easy. I always like to help myself out because I'm really riding that edge of the flexibility, which can be rough on the muscles. Switch it out. Right foot straight in front of you. Left foot in, close to the groin. In front, not to the side. That's a different stretch. Turn slightly to face that foot. Peel the toes. Flat back. Big inhale. Exhale. As you forward fold, find any grip you like. Pull toward that foot. When you think you've gone as far as you can, then round over it. And I like to set a little goal, maybe I have my fist there and I can reach that, and then I try like 2 hands, and then my nose is on my knee, and then I'm trying to get my chin on my shin. This is the best time to stretch because we're already warm. Pulling as we inhale, relaxing and finding depth as we exhale. For 3, 2, 1. Come out nice and easy. Butterfly stretch. This is yogi's choice. You can have your feet farther out, get more of the outside of the hip, bring them in close, and get more of the inside, more of the adductor. So I like to grab 10 toes and then grab 5 fingers, pull forward, push down on my knees using my own muscles. If they're really high, maybe you use your elbows. Maybe you do one at a time. It's just a butterfly stretch. It's no big deal. Take it easy. Remember to breathe. I love this one while I'm watching TV or just sitting around. I'm always making use of my downtime to stretch. That's how you can do yoga every single day or even twice a day. It doesn't always have to be a flow routine. It can just be some breathing and stretching. And we'll finish with a twist. Up nice and easy. Right knee in front. Heel at the left cheek. Right foot over, left foot over rather. Let's see if we can get it to the mat. And then we'll push the left knee, reach the right arm up and over. Use that as your bind to help the twist. Left hand behind like a kickstand, keeps our spine straight, and we turn like we're wringing out a towel. Ooh, my back popped. Pow, like a chiropractor, no copay. Keep turning and looking. Make sure you're looking with your right eye toward the back to engage the cervical spine. This is a total spinal twist. Every time you exhale a little farther for 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Left knee in front. Left foot to the right cheek. Right foot over like a figure 4. And then try to set it down. Maybe it doesn't go vertical. That's okay. You can still hook here. You can grab your hand. Hopefully you can get it kind of vertical with a little help from the other arm. And then connect that elbow. Right hand behind. Kickstand. Keeps our spine straight. Push up. And look back. Using the left eye like you're backing out of a parking spot. Make sure you're engaging the neck in the twist. Most of our twisting is done from the lumbar, the lower back. But we want to use the whole spine. Exhaling to go a little farther for 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy unwind. Maybe a counter pose to the other side. Find an upright position. Finish with 1 big inhale, 1 big exhale. Empty your lungs. Breathe in as much air as you can. Try to use those nostrils. Open the chest, open the stomach, lift the shoulders. Forget about form, just get air. Hold it for a second at the top and then let it all go. Great job. Remember, you can always back off of poses if they're too challenging or if you're sore or tired or hungover or whatever. And you can always add to them if you want a little more. And that might be different each day. Your progress in physical yoga is not always up. Sometimes it's up and down and flat and then really down and then really up. You have to ride this roller coaster. It's a journey. It's a marathon, not a race. You want to make it to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the little bell.
and I'll see you next week.
But the whole point of the machine is to relieve you of that suffering.